All right, so I'm sure you could read this question yourself, but what we're going to do today is talk about algebraic word problems. So it says the combined ages of grandpa's 3 grandchildren is 31 years. So there's three grandchildren here. It looks like Dory, Tori, and Rory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to define 3 variables. I'm going to use D. So this will be Dory's age. T will be Tori's age. And R can be Rory's age. And then it says here that the total of their age is 31 years old. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an equation with all 3 of them. So basically that says if I add this, plus this, I'm going to get 31. So what we've got is we've already got an equation, but then what we're going to do is we're going to go variable by variable and see if we can figure out a little bit more. So it says here that Dory is twice as old as Tori. So for Dory, so we'll make her orange. She's twice as old as Tori, so T is for Tori, right? So we have T, 2T like that. All right, and then it says Rory is actually 9 years younger than Tori. So I guess I'll use blue for her. She's 9 years younger than Tori. Okay, so now that I have my variables, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on this equation down here now. So instead of D, I'm actually going to replace that because you see we figured something out about Dory and we also figured something out about Rory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the D and I'm going to substitute it with 2T. We don't know anything about Tori yet. And we figured out that Rory was T minus 9. So what I did, all I did here with this was I replaced D with 2T here. And then I replaced the R with T minus 9 because we figured that out up at the top here. And that's really what's involved with this. And after that, you're going to see, I'm just going to do a bunch of sort of solving algebraic equation type things. So I'm going to combine like terms. So I have a 2T here, a T here, and a T here. So all together, that's 4T. And then I have minus 9 is equal to 31. Then I'm going to just do additive inverse. And so what I did here is I figured out that T is equal to 10. So I know now Tori is 10 years old. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to these 2 things. So I need to figure out what Dory is, and I need to figure out what Rory is. Now Dory we know is 2T. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute, since I know T is 10, I'm going to pop a 10 in right there. And then you can see that Dory then is 20 years old. So Dory is 20. And then Rory, we know, was T minus 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop a 10 in for T minus 9. And we know that now Rory is only 1 year old. So what I want to do always is my answer is looking like Tori's 10, Dory's 20, and Rory's 1, but I always want to check this. I always want to make sure it works. So it says that all of them add to 31. So if I put Tori in, well, Dory's first, so Dory's 20 years old. Tori is 10, and Rory over here is 1. That all adds up to 31. So this checks out. And that's how you solve an algebraic word problem with 3 variables.